YouTube, I'm back with yet another video. This time it's not a deck profile. This time it's not a meme duel. It's not something, it's not any of that sort of stuff, It's leaks day. June 20th, which is yesterday. We got some leaks of new characters and new upcoming skills. And these look crazy, let me tell you. First, let's go with the characters. We have Alito, Victor, Mizar, Duman, Yuri, Selena, Rin, and Lulu. All have their character IDs in the data mine, so they're probably coming. But that's not the important part, dude. That is not the important part. The important part is upcoming skills. Of course, some of these, or most of them, are not 100% accurate. Some of them missing activation requirements. Some of them, missing some of their effects. So, we at least will get, a glimpse of what is coming. Maybe not exactly what is coming, but a glimpse of it. So, skill number 1 can be activated once per turn. So, every turn you can activate this. Increase the attack of all monsters on your field whose original names are Blue Eyes White Dragon by 500. Now, is this gonna be a Kaiba skill? Is this gonna fall under Yugi's grandfather skill? It could be, because technically he had a Blue Eyes before Kaiba ripped it off. It literally ripped it after their duel in the anime. Skill number 2. Also, by the way, I want to say this about skill number 1. Since we have a Blue Eyes White Dragon skill, there is a chance Blue Eyes will come with a skill similar to what Dark Magician and Heroes have. Something crazy, double effect, add cards of some stuff like that, It could be absurd and bring back Blue Eyes to the meta. Skill number 2, which is where it starts to be scary. That's literally the reason I'm doing the video. The scary stuff in skill 2 forward. Skill number 2. Activation condition unknown, of course. We don't know what the condition is, but each of the following effect can be activated once. Play the legendary Exodia Incarnate, which is this card, from your hand. Okay, that's the first part of the skill. The second part, send one Exodia, the forbidden one, from outside of your deck to the graveyard. So you're sending a piece to the graveyard. Skill number 3, or part number 3 of the skill, reveal the legendary Exodia Incarnate from your hand and send right arm of the forbidden one, left arm of the forbidden one from outside of the deck to the grave. Number 4, reveal the legendary Exodia Incarnate again from your hand and send the right leg and the left leg. So that is all Exodia pieces in one skill. Now, what does that mean? Honestly, we don't know what this exactly means because we don't know what the condition is going to be. Maybe you can activate all 4 in one turn. Maybe you can only activate 1. Maybe you can start activating stuff from turn 3 onwards. You don't know. But hey, there is a possibility Exodia is going to be meta soon, which sounds scary, dude. It is honestly so scary. But here we are. We're getting a skill for Exodia. Skill number 3. On your first turn, after receiving your first hand, and at the start of your second turn. So this happens on your turn 1 and turn 3, or turn 2 and 4, I think. Add 2 Exodia cards to your deck. On the third turn, add 1 Exodia. Does not overlap. So that means if you add 2 Exodia pieces, the third one is not going to be a duplicate of one of the 2. Also, it can be activated before a normal draw during the draw phase. Instead of a normal draw, draw 1 random Exodia part from your deck. The way this skill is structured, it doesn't seem to be broken, doesn't seem to be scary, but still, it is another Exodia piece, which tells us potentially there will be a huge focus on Exodia, and it could potentially be decent to meta. We don't know, We don't know. Skill number 4, once per duel. If your life points are 2,000 or less, you can activate it before the draw phase. Instead of a normal draw, send 1 Sinister Serpent. Now, if you don't know what Sinister Serpent is, let me show you. This is Sinister Serpent. During your standby phase, if this card is in the grave, you can add it to your hand. Also, banish 1 Sinister from the graveyard during your opponent next end phase. You can only use this effect of Sinister Serpent once per turn. So, I don't know how this skill is going to be good, but it does exist, and after you lose 2,000 life points, Well, if you have 2,000 life points or less, not necessarily lose or, you know. You can activate it before the draw phase. Instead of a normal draw, send one Sinister Serpent from outside of your deck to the graveyard. Also, you can activate the effect of Sinister Serpent the turn you activate the skill. So basically, in the draw phase, you activate the skill. Sinister gonna be in the grave. You go ahead and get it back to your hand, basically. Skill number 5. Of course, we don't know exactly what this skill is going to be. Maybe there's something different to it. More explanation, more details. Maybe something else that we're not reading here. We don't know. Skill number 5. Once per turn, discard one monster from your hand. Add one LV monster, which are the level up monsters, if you know them. I think Horus is one of them, technically. And the Chaz Dragons. Anyways, send one monster from your hand. Add one LV monster to the hand from the deck. Then send one or two monsters from your deck to the grave so that the sum of their level is 10. Then, this is the last part that I don't understand. Then select up to 3 monsters in your graveyard. I don't know what that means. That last sentence, I have no idea. But basically, this is like, what, Foolish Burial for 2? It sounds like it. If it's the case, it sounds like a Foolish Burial for 2, which is super crazy, by the way. So many decks could make use of that. Then we are getting Monarchs introduction. Monarchs could become meta in the next update. Monarch are getting a new skill, and I don't expect it to be only one skill. I think they're like each, archetype is gonna get multiple skills. If we read one skill for an archetype, I think they're gonna get multiples, not one. So Monarch skill at the start of the duel. There is an unknown part of this. This is not in the leak, we don't know what happens at the start of the duel. But then, we know once per duel, if there is a monster, basically a Monarch monster, to sum this up, on your side of the field, return one monster with 800 and 1000 defense, and one Monarch spell trap card to your deck. Can trigger add one random monster from your deck with so basically, if you have a Monarch, you're gonna bounce back a 800 attack and 1000 defense Monarch, which are the mini Monarchs, back to the deck with alongside a Monarch spell or trap, and you're gonna be adding a Monarch monster randomly, I think. Yeah, random Monarch monster. Now, again, we don't know what the exact skill is gonna be, but hey, we're getting Monarch stuff. Skill number 7. At the beginning of the duel, unknown. We don't know what that part. You cannot normal special summon monsters except Destiny Hero. So this is going to be a Destiny Hero exclusive skill. Now again, we've seen a lot of skills that have, their archetypes like Dark Magician, Heroes, and so on. So this could also be as crazy as those, and maybe better. Let's see. So you cannot normal or special summon any monsters except Destiny Hero monsters or Destiny End Dragoon. Each of the following effects can be used once per duel. If there is a Destiny Hero monster normal summoned on your field, set one poly from outside of the deck and send one malicious Destiny Hero malicious from outside of your deck to the grave. Do you know what that means, chat? Or YouTube? That means you are technically playing 3 copies of malicious in the deck. You're going to start with one from outside of the deck. Right, it's gonna be directly sent to the grave. You're gonna activate it, special summon a malicious, use it for whatever you want. Let's say a fusion, and then you can activate malicious again in the grave and special summon a 3rd copy. It is insane. If the deck can utilize this well and gain actual advantage of it, this is gonna be crazy. 3 copies of malicious. Increase. So that's the first part of the skill. Oh, but by the way, if you read the first part of the skill well, it says if there is a Destiny Hero monster normal summoned on your field. So that means if you disrupt that normal summon, if you remove that card on the Destiny Hero that was normal summoned, I'm guessing this part of the skill cannot be activated. Increase the, so number 2 of the skill, increase the attack of level 8 or higher Destiny Hero monsters on your side of the field by 200. Not a big deal. We don't care about that part, but 3rd part is also insane. Return one Destiny Hero monster to the deck from your hand, I'm guessing, and add one Destiny Hero Plasma from the deck to your hand. After that, return one card from your hand to your deck. So basically, you replace one card from your hand for Destiny Hero Plasma, and you have access to 3 malicious. You could use the first one for a fusion, and the second one as tribute fodder for Plasma. You don't need normal summon Stratos anymore. You can just get Plasma. Which sounds pretty crazy, by the way. These skills look very good. Skill number 8. Likely an event skill, they say. Once per turn, at the start of a duel, increase the attack of monsters on your field by the number of monsters on your field x 100 until the end of the turn. Isn't that just tie that binds? I feel like that's just tie that binds. Right? I don't know. But yeah, these are the skills. So my humble opinion, I can, conclude from this is that these are not the only skills we're getting, but we are getting multiple Blue Eye skills, multiple Exodia skills, multiple skills related to LV, the level up cards. I don't know about this Sinister, I couldn't conclude anything about it. And we can conclude that we're getting multiple skills including Monarchs, and multiple skills including Destiny, Heroes. So much potential in this, so many decks involved. It sounds crazy. Now we don't know if they're all gonna be dropped at once, or is it gonna be, one update at a time, one character at a time, they're gonna get these skills. We don't know. But that sounds like an absurd amount of content, and I love it, and I know you guys on YouTube love it, because the more content we have, the more new content we have, the more videos you're gonna see on YouTube. I sometimes struggle with YouTube videos, because I don't want to be repetitive. I don't want to do the same decks over and over. I try to find new decks, but at some point you just run out of stuff. But if they bring on all of these characters, all of these skills, and potentially more, we got a crazy amount of skills. Also, boys, I know a lot of you in the comment section were talking about, hey, Mood, try this post-banlist deck, try this post-banlist deck, try this post-banlist deck. I was able to try some of the post-banlist decks, but not all of them. Some of them need the ban list to be actually implemented in the game for me to test them, like Gokis, for example. Cristrons with Crystron Impact, stuff like that. So, the expected date of the ban list to be present in-game, actually implemented, is June 28th. So, here's my promise. June 28th, I'm going to go live. I'm going to start testing all of these post-ban list decks. Good or bad are they? And I'm going to be uploading a ton of profiles. Whether they're good, bad, I'll let you know in those videos. Karakuri, Cristrons, so many decks. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you think about these updates and leaks? What do you expect to see? What are your hopes and dreams for these stuff coming? And let me know what type of video you wanna see next. Like and subscribe, and see ya.